Welcome in again to the Odds Shopper Network. I'm Rod Villagomez with another exciting day of Women's World Cup action for you. Last night, while you were asleep, Sweden took on South Africa. The Netherlands took on Portugal, and France took on Jamaica. Sweden with a thrilling come-from-behind 2-1 victory over South Africa. The Netherlands hung on to beat Portugal 1-0, and France played Jamaica to a scoreless draw. We've got a full slate for you guys today. We have got 4 games to break down. We've got Italy taking on Argentina, Germany taking on Morocco, Brazil taking on Panama, and Colombia taking on South Korea. We've learned a couple things so far in this tournament, and one is that goals are at a premium. Very, very low-scoring games to start out the tournament. Could be nerves, could be excitement, could just be the fact that round one, everybody's just trying to not get hurt. So we've seen some very low scores over the course of the first few games. So we're going to keep that in mind as we go forward and as we start breaking down the rest of these games, because that means that predicting goal scorers is tough when there's barely any goals to predict. And then, of course, predicting goals is tough. So you may see a lean to a lot of the undersides on these next few bets because, again, that's the trend we're seeing. That's the narrative we're going to create. And I think that's where we're going to go with a lot of these bets. And it starts with Italy taking on Argentina. No goals in this one that we're going to predict, but we will say that Italy will win outright. And the number for that is minus 150 over on DraftKings. So for Italy outright, it's minus 150. A draw is at plus 270. Argentina to win outright is plus 450, but I think it'll be tough for Argentina to win this one. And the fact that Italy is not juiced out of their mind to win this one, it's a nice, reasonable price at minus 150 to pay. I think we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that. The last 5 games for both of these teams been sort of similar on the win-loss sheet, where Italy has won 3 of their last 5. They did play to a scoreless draw against Monaco, earlier in the month. And then, of course, they lost to Italy 2-1. But again, when you lose to England, England 2, Italy 1, when you lose to England, it's almost as good as winning when you only hold them to 2 goals and you only lose by 1 goal. I know in the win-loss record, it doesn't feel that way, but a powerhouse like England, if you can keep them to 2 goals, that's pretty much as good as you're going to get if you're one of those teams. So for Italy, strength of schedule plays a lot in this, because for Argentina, they've won 4 of their last 5, yes, but their only loss came by way of Venezuela, but that was a 1-1 draw. Can't really take that as a loss. But they've played Peru, they've played Venezuela twice, and they've played New Zealand twice. Again, not really the arsenal of opponents that Italy has played. And we're not even trying to predict the score. We're not trying to predict how many goals they're going to win by. We're just going to say that Italy is going to win this. And Argentina has not won a Women's World Cup game in their existence. So they've still got to break that streak. It's tough to try to do that against Italy. So we're going to go ahead and take Italy outright at minus 150. Let's turn our attention to Germany taking on Morocco. This one for this is one that's juiced to the point where we don't want to take Germany as an outright winner. Germany at minus 1430 to tie is at plus 900, and Morocco at plus 4,000 for the win, which again dictates that this is one that we don't necessarily want to take the outrights on this one. So we will stay within the goal range, and we're going to follow this trend that we've been following, that we're going to start following now. We got total goals by Germany, not of the whole game, but just by Germany, under 2.5. Germany has yet to score more than 2 goals in their last 5 games. In fact, they've scored exactly 2 goals versus Zambia and Vietnam. One was a loss. Zambia beat Germany 3-2. One was a win. Germany beat Vietnam 2-1. But past that, Brazil 2-1 over Germany. Germany scored 1 goal versus the Netherlands and played Sweden to a 0-0 draw. For Morocco, well, they've only scored 2 goals in their last 5 games. So, and that was all in one game against Bosnia and Herzegovina. So, again, you don't necessarily count that. They've been scoreless in 4 of their last 5 games. Very difficult for Morocco to score goals. But Germany, like we said, has barely scored more than 2 goals. So we're going to take under 2.5. This is at plus 120 for our friends over there on Bet Rivers. If you want to get down on the action, Bet Rivers is offering a great promo to kick off the Women's World Cup. This offer varies per region, but you can get deals like a $10 bonus bet for every Team USA win. So you would have already cashed one from their win a couple days ago. And you're going to get up to $50 in bonus bets just for wagering on the World Cup. You want to access these offers, sign up using the provided link below and make an initial deposit of $50 or more. Enter the bonus code USA during your first deposit. All right, we'll turn our attention now to Brazil taking on Panama. Another one of those games. Brazil minus 2,500 to win. A tie is plus 1,400. Panama is plus 3,000 for the win altogether. That's definitely a tough one to try to take an outright as well. So we are just going to take the over-under on total goals in this game. We're going to take the under 3.5 goals. This one's at plus money. It's at plus 125. So we're going to say that there will not be 4 goals scored in this game. And I say that because you take a look at the last few games for these teams. Last 5, Brazil scored 4 against Chile. Of course, that's Chile. But in games that actually really kind of matter, they've only scored more. They haven't scored more than 2 goals in a game. Has Brazil 2-1 against Germany? They won. 1-1 against England. 2-1 against Brazil. They lost, and then 2-0 against Brazil against Canada. So in their last 5 games, 2 goals, 1 goal, 1 goal, and then no goals. So again, they're not having scored very many goals in this game at all, in their games at all. So that leads me to believe that this is another game where they probably won't score a lot of goals. For Panama, Panama has had 0 goals, 1 goal, 1 goal, 2 goals in their last 5 games. Again, not very convincing that they're going to score a lot of goals in this game. I don't think there's going to be 4 total goals at all between Brazil and Panama. And you're getting this, like I said, at plus money, plus 125 for the under 3.5 goals for Panama and Brazil. Going to keep riding these unders because so far they've been hitting. And like you said, if you can get plus money out of this, I definitely like that. All right. We're going to turn now to the Colombia versus South Korea game. That is going to end this slate. This one's fun because both of these teams are actually plus money on the win side. So very rarely do you get an opportunity to bet either team at plus money on the outright. So Colombia at plus 175 to win, a tie plus 210. Korea plus 170 to win. Of course, this is all from our friends at Bet Rivers. So then we'll go ahead and take South Korea to win this one outright. And we'll do it because Colombia has actually played to 2 draws. They haven't won a game in their last 5 matches. 2 draws against China and Panama, a 2-2 draw against China, a 1-1 draw against Panama. They lost 2-1 versus Italy. They lost 5-2 against France and a 1-1 draw against Colombia. Korea, they have won 3 of their last 5. They won 2-1 against Haiti, 5-0 against Zambia, 5-2 against Zambia. They lost 2-1 against Italy and lost 2-1 against Belgium. But again, they are winners of 3 of their last 5. And I think this is a good momentum for them to win. And of course, like I said, if you can get them at plus money, you'll definitely take that. So South Korea plus 170 to win this one outright in regular time. That is the slate, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go over once more what we've got. We have got Italy winning outright over Argentina at minus 150. You can find that over there on DraftKings. And then we have got the total goals by Germany under 2.5 at plus 120, also on Bet Rivers. Then we've got the total goals for the game of Brazil and Panama at under 3.5 at plus 125. We're going to take South Korea to win in regular time at plus 170. That was a lot to cover, a lot of ground, and hopefully we cash a lot of these tickets and another exciting action out there on the field for the Women's World Cup. Stick around. We've got this coming up all World Cup long. More bets for you coming every single day to cover the slate. So we'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, good luck. Have some fun out there. And continue to cash some tickets.